train.
Well, I've made it to the top of Pikes Peak, as you can see. This is the visiting center. And I'm fighting off some altitude sickness. As you can see here, I got the world famous Pikes Peak donut with a little soapy water. The best way I could describe altitude sickness, you're going to always feel fatigued and you're always going to feel shortness of breath. So be sure, if you come up here to the top of Pikes Peak, be sure you consult with your doctor. It's also a little bit difficult to focus, to be honest. You know, I honestly feel like I'm 3 seconds behind thought. You know, I'm lagging a little bit. But I'm gonna go on ahead, get refreshed up, and yeah, then I'll go on ahead and I'll do some more video. So I'll talk to you in a bit. Here we're zooming in on Kansas. Somebody's yelling. There's the city of Colorado Springs. Right next to it is Garden of the Gods. Over there we can see the city somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's Denver over there. And a little bit north of that you can see Wyoming and part of Nebraska. Then over there you can see some of Oklahoma. Hold on, let me go on ahead and zoom it in. And New Mexico.
Building on top of Pikes Peak.
You can see what on top of Pikes Peak?
Building on top of Pikes Peak.
Alright. Hold on. I'm going to put the camera right on it. Try to. Yeah, it's barely showing up.
Really? I can see it perfectly with me. Without that thing.
Yeah.
And I know I don't have zoom vision in my eyes.
No, you don't. Yeah, look at the Broadmoor. It's bigger than I thought it was.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Can you tell me what that thing is over there? It's like a lake. It's like a pool.
That's another reservoir.
The pool?
Yeah. That's part of the Broadmoor right there. And there's the city of Colorado Springs. In here. There's the road that leads up to it, and there's Cheyenne Mountain Zoo.
We're about to go visit.
Yep.
You see the giraffes? I see the giraffes.
I can't see them. And Pueblo's somewhere over there.
Oh, this is good.
One of those things that I guess Spencer Penrose did. It's a monument. I'm going to the top. Huh? So I'll be up there in a minute. So this is the top of the shrine, huh? There's Manitou's reservoirs. You get a much better view of Garden of the Gods from here. That must be Lyman. You can see it. It's not enough to see Kansas. You can see Castle Rock from here too. See, there it is.
Look at her. Oh. Whoa. Look at that big bear. It's right in front of us. Is that it? That's not good. Looks like that is no good. Looking for some trout. Oh, wow. Oh. I would not want to run into that in the wild.
Folks. I'm standing in the doorway of the Leadville car right here. It says Leadville by the door. If you've got a ticket that says Leadville, you'll be heading through this gate to my left once I open it up. Well, of course, you know I'm joking around as this train is on a set of tracks that goes to the top of Pikes Peak. And we've been sending trains up here now for over 120 years on the very same rails. Been doing it all that time and keeping people safe by following 3 simple rules. So let me just run those past you real quick here. Rule number 1 is to keep your arms and your hands inside the windows at all times. That includes the arms and hands of your children as well. Last train I saw a lot of children's arms flopping out those windows, and it really does worry me a little, folks, because we go past stationary objects that are really close to the train. There's rocks and branches and railings that come along the way. You need to make sure you keep all those items. Love them, keep them inside the train at all times. Secondly, there's no smoking signs posted throughout the train. Make sure you remember there's no smoking on board. There is smoking allowed when you get to the top of the mountain, though, folks, outside the restaurant. Feel free to light up when you get up there, folks, while the rest of us are just trying to breathe at that elevation. And lastly, the most important rule on see it coming, but this train would stop in just a second. If you're standing up in the aisle or even just crossing over at that moment, you can know what it's like to fly. Well, the flight would be the fun part, folks, but the crash landing, you could really get hurt. You could hurt someone who's sitting innocently nearby you. So please do remember that rule. You know, as long as I'm talking about a conductor's aisle, let me also mention about the crew on the train. Up in the engineer's compartment is our engineer for today. Your engineer, my good friend Derek. Go ahead and wave and say hi to Derek. Let him know you're rooting him on, folks, because he's got a big job on the train today. Oh, God.
They look beat.
My settlers are pioneers many years later. As they came across the country, heading across the Great Plains, they used his journal to figure out what might be coming up ahead of them. One of the main landmarks was the Grand Peak. They wrote, little by little, as they continued looking for the Grand Peak, they would stop calling it that. They started calling it the Pikes Peak. That's where the patriotic song that came in second place when they chose our national anthem. Especially pretty now, just the way those aspen trees have started to dot the forest with the beautiful gold colors. It's really a nice view right now, folks. The people who come here earlier in the summer don't get to appreciate it. Boy, it's a pretty clear day today, too. I can see all the way out to the horizon. You know, that's the horizon from here is about 185 miles east of us. It does take a special train to pound its way up by myself. Feel like we're going to stop. What happens, tree line is a layer of it, and I can prove it. But at times the wind goes up across this meadow at 120 miles an hour, and that's how it gets its name, Windy Point. Boy, it looks beautiful down there now. It's looking on that grassy field. Probably wondering when the last time the section crew used to live there over the summer months. Back in those days, they worked on the tracks from here to the top, and they lived there all summer long. But now